find that people often will run out and get their coaching certification, which is great, but they still feel kind of unsure of themselves. Whew, okay, show me how to just let go of all this nervous energy. How can I increase my confidence as a new coach? You're in luck because we're gonna get into it right now. Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time certified 7-figure life and business coach, as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things, but I know how daunting it could be to really put yourself out there as a coach and to feel confident. And confidence is hugely important because people don't realize how much confidence is a big part of their brand. I find that people often will run out and get their coaching certification, which is great, but they still feel kind of unsure of themselves or a little insecure just about their coaching abilities or their ability to even call themselves a coach, and that translates in their sales, it translates in their marketing and their messaging, and they find that clients are just like, I don't know that you're the coach for me. And so I don't want that to happen to you, right? If you are watching this, even though you're brand new, I want you to show up completely confidently so that your clients know that you are the coach for them. So if you're like, whew, okay, show me how to just let go of all this nervous energy. How can I increase my confidence as a new coach? You're in luck because we're gonna get into it right now. All right, the first thing that you'll wanna focus on in order to increase your confidence as a new coach is focus on your competency, right? They say competence creates confidence, right? If you know what you're doing, you have no reason to feel insecure about what it is that you are doing. And so I find that this is often really the root of a lot of new coaches' insecurities, that they're always wondering, am I doing the right thing? Am I coaching properly? Is my client gonna get a result? They feel like there's all these unknowns when it comes to their coaching. And so they really market themselves very apprehensively because deep down in their gut, they're not really sure that they're even a good coach or that they can get clients results. And so you'll wanna focus on knowing that you know what you know. And so that's why I often talk about coaching in an arena that is related to something that you have a visible victory in, right? So oftentimes people will say, oh, I know this thing. My question is, right, you might know some things, but what is it that you have done? What are the results that you have in your life that people ask you about all the time? If you start your coaching there, right, doesn't mean you have to coach on that forever. You can certainly branch out, but if you start your coaching there, you know that at the end of the day, you know what it is that you know, and you can feel really confident that the way you are coaching people and how you are getting them to a result is something that, is gonna work because it certainly worked for you. Now, in addition to that, I do recommend getting a coaching certification if you don't have your own coaching methodology yet or your own coaching approach. Now, you don't need a coaching certification in order to come up with your own coaching approach. I actually came up with my own coaching approach before I got my certification, and I used it to great success with my clients, and then later got my certification. But if it's something that you're able to just get out of the way, I definitely recommend it, especially with the way that the industry is moving. I do think that having that credential is going to be more important over time, especially when we talk about regulation and different things coming in the coaching industry. So while before I was like, you don't need a coaching certification, you still don't need it per se, but I do think that it's good, again, for this reason, feeling confident in your confidence, because you'll know, yes, I've gone through coach training. I know exactly how to bring about change and transformation in people's lives, but also you can feel really confident calling yourself a coach because you are a coach. You're a certified coach, and if any regulation comes down the pipe in the future, you'll know that you are covered because you have that certification. So focus on competency because competency creates confidence. All right, the second thing that you'll want to do in order to increase your confidence is, you already know what I'm going to say, stop comparing yourself to other coaches. Even me, right? Heaven forbid the way I was when I first got started, if I would have compared myself to someone who is at the level that I'm at now, I never would have gotten started, right? I would have felt like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get to that level? You will get to these levels over time, but if you are comparing yourself to someone who's been in the game, right, for almost a decade, I've been coaching full time for nearly 8 years now, and I was coaching part-time before that for 1.5 years. So I've been doing this for a decade, and I've been online for well over a decade. In fact, you can look at some of my oldest YouTube videos, which I leave up on the channel to prove to people about my journey. I got my start in college, like doing crazy hair care videos on YouTube, and then later got into coaching. But I've been in online marketing and online business, just in this kind of like online promoting yourself as something world for a very, very long time, right? So you do not want to compare yourself to me or anyone else, but you don't even want to compare yourself to other coaches that you consider your peers. Now, the reason you don't want to do that is because that's the fastest way to commoditize yourself. By commoditizing commoditizing yourself, what I mean is if you compare yourself to others in your level and you just start doing everything that they're doing, you start marketing the same way that they are marketing, the client is gonna start comparing you to them and saying, well, what's different about you? And because they can't find anything that's really different, they're gonna nickel and dime you on price. And that is a big thing that often really kills coaches' confidence, is that they start speaking with prospective clients and the clients are nickel and diming them, saying, oh, I don't think this is worth it, whatever. And then the coach starts to question themselves and they're like, well, is my coaching worth it? I don't know, because why is it that everybody that I talk to hems and haws when I give my prices? It could be because you're comparing and, dare I say, even copying other coaches, which ultimately commoditizes yourself. So at any level, either way, make sure that you are not comparing yourself to anybody and that you are running your own race and staying in your own lane. All right, I have more where that came from, but first I want to hear from you. What in your coaching journey is something that you are working on increasing your confidence around? Share in the comments below. All right, the next thing that you'll want to do that will definitely increase your confidence, and this works not just in coaching, but really in any arena in life, and that is reframing failure. I find that failure, or the fear of failure, causes so many people to lack confidence because they're not being bold about what it is that they're doing. I mean, imagine being a professional athlete or being like on the Olympic stage and you're so fearful of failure that you don't play full out, right? I don't watch many Olympic sports, but I think about, say, gymnastics, right? I think about Simone Biles. Imagine if she was so timid and it's like, oh my goodness, what if I embarrass myself? What if I fall off this pole vault? Or, what if I don't win the gold? How would that affect her ability to actually show up and win, right? It would affect it greatly, and it's no different in your coaching business. I know that there are very real fears of like, oh my goodness, can I actually make this work? Especially as a new coach, right? You're looking at transitioning from your career, you're looking at, saving up money in your coaching business, you wanna be successful, you wanna start getting clients consistently, and there could be a lot of chatter in your head that's like, you know what? Can I really do this? Am I really good enough to be one of the big names in the industry? You have to assume that yes, you are good enough. Even if you're like, but how do I prove it to myself? You prove it to yourself by putting one foot in front of the other and taking action as if you believe that you can be that person. And what you will find is that you will start to get results that really encourage you, these kind of micro results on the way. You start to get some small clients, maybe some small engagements, but those clients start raving about you. You start to publish some content on social media, and even though it's a small following, again, they're leaving really great comments and you're starting to build a community. All these little small wins start to make you really feel like, you know what, this is something that I can do. So reframe failure and don't worry about it, but really just reframe it as feedback, right? Should you fail on your journey, it's not permanent as long as you don't stop, right? So failure isn't really a thing. It's just feedback, and you're gonna get feedback at every stage of the journey. Look forward to it, take it in stride, take the information, make whatever changes you need to make, but keep going, because as you get more results, even if they're small, you're gonna find your confidence rising, and that's really gonna help you show up as a new coach. All right, the next thing that you'll wanna do that is very, very big, and this kind of goes along with reframing failure, that will really help you show up as a new coach in a very, very strong way, is creating financial safety for yourself on your entrepreneurial journey. There is nothing worse than a coach who is trying to attract clients and they have this desperate energy, right? They're like, oh my goodness, I need a client. I haven't gotten a client in 4 weeks. If I don't get a client by the end of this month, no one wants to be on the receiving end of that, right? No client wants to feel that you need them, right? The client needs you, right? They're coming to you because they're like, man, I'm looking for coaching in this arena. I'm looking for somebody who can help me achieve this particular goal. I need you, right? I can't have you also needing me. We can't have two people in this kind of like needy energy with each other. So in order to make sure that you are showing up confidently, do whatever it takes in order to create financial safety so you can actually focus on building your business. If that means saving up some money so that you know that you have a financial safety net. If it means having an honest conversation with your spouse about the fact that, you know what, you do want to transition and you do want them to take the lion's share of the bills, even if it's just temporarily, getting their blessing so that you can do this with full confidence. It might even be getting some business credit cards. I'm a huge proponent of business credit cards. I love putting all of my expenses on business credit cards because I'm able to get points, which then allows me to travel all over the world. I say this from personal experience. I have lines of credit in my business. I haven't used them yet, but I have them just in case, right? It creates financial safety that allows me to be bold and the new things that I'm trying to do in my business and new initiatives that I'm going after. Even at this level, I take steps to make sure that I never have to focus on, oh my goodness, is there gonna be enough money? I just wanna focus on being the best coach, being the best leader for my employees at this level, and really just showing up as the best that I can be for my brand. And so you'll want to do whatever that takes at your level in your coaching business. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope this gives you more confidence as a new coach. And if you are looking to get a certification to increase your confidence, particularly in your coaching skills, but also confidence around your niche and your coaching program, and you just want to learn how to build a successful business from scratch and you want to do it the right way, I invite you to join me in my signature coaching program and my signature coaching certification program known as the Next Big Name Coach. We will not only provide you with an accredited coaching certification, we'll help you come up with your own coaching methodology, we'll help you nail your niche, we'll help you come up with your coaching packages, and we'll even show you how to launch your business from scratch. So if that's of interest to you, go ahead and click the link below to apply for a call with one of my enrollment coordinators, and they'll walk you through the entire process. All right, if you love this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you can't wait for my next YouTube video, make sure you're subscribed to my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show, on both iTunes and Spotify. And if you can't wait for my next podcast episode or my next YouTube video, make sure you're following me on both TikTok and Instagram. It's CourtneyLSanders on both. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.